programming.
Hi Quincy, Barbara Isola here. Thank you so much for coming into the frying pan. Today I have a guest, a very special guest. I might be prejudiced, but here's my son, Robert McAloon.
Hello, Quincy.
Robert, thanks for coming into the frying pan.
Happy to be here.
Well, you know, Robert is really a good cook. You really have upped your game over the years, right?
I learned from the best.
Oh gosh, I love that. And I'll give you the $5 later. You really started learning to cook, I would say, when you were at Clemson.
Yes, so obviously became accustomed to the quality of food that my mom produces. So I wanted to learn how to cook myself, so that I could eat with that, eat that same. The cafeteria food just wasn't cutting it, so something had to change.
And I remember you calling me. You couldn't find basil.
Couldn't find basil in South Carolina.
Do you think it's changed?
Nah,
I don't
who
know.
knows?
Whatever.
Probably didn't go to the right.
But I think I told you to go to the produce manager and beg him to get basil, and he told you it just doesn't sell.
You can't get it fresh.
Yeah. So I think I also advised that you get a plant, but I don't think you ever did.
No, we didn't.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway. So today I'm going to teach you to make something that you love to eat.
Yep.
And that's risotto.
The best.
Everyone thinks risotto is so complicated, and it is the easiest thing in the universe to make, and you need to know how to make it.
Yep.
Okay, everyone needs to have that in their back pocket. Catherine actually makes risotto. I don't want to make sibling rivalry or anything.
Hey, that's fine. To each their own.
So I'm going to teach you how to make it. Now, a lot is made about having to stir the risotto, like your arm's going to fall off. I mean, seriously?
Yeah.
It's 20 minutes, folks. It's 20 minutes of your life. I have a busy life. You have a busy life, right? Yeah. So for 20 minutes, we go and we get into the zone and we chat and we're together.
Yep.
And we're going to make a beautiful meal.
I mean, sauce takes, an hour, a couple hours.
Yeah, this is
quarter of that.
Yeah, and you know what? So what? So anyway, and I know this, if you look to Chef Google, you probably will find a number of methods to make risotto without stirring it. I've never tried them because, like I said, I love the process.
Yep.
So let's talk about the rice, okay?
Yep.
You cannot make risotto with regular rice.
Yep.
Long grain rice. It has to be either arborio or there's another one called coronelli.
And why is that?
Because it's short grain and there's a lot of starch in it.
Okay.
And the creaminess of risotto comes from that starch releasing from the rice.
Got it.
Okay? So I want to see if we could come in close. I want you to see what the arborio rice looks like, all right? If you attempt this with regular long grain rice, you will fail. It just won't work.
Yep.
I mean, you might get a very nice rice dish, but it's not going to be risotto.
Not going to be the same.
So people think that the creaminess of risotto comes from cream, and there are recipes where people add cream, but the creaminess comes from the starch of the rice.
Okay.
Okay? So there's a method that you do, and once you have this method, you can put whatever you want in the risotto.
Great.
I made one in the spring for you that you went crazy
I think
over.
that was the best one she's ever made, for the record.
So it was pancetta and corn, and we're not doing it now because corn's not in season.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was, when I took the kernels off the corn cob, I made a broth out of the corn.
Yep.
And that was what flavored the risotto, but we're not doing that today, obviously. So today what we're going to do, and let me lower this, because one of the things we're going to do is our liquid has to be hot, and we'll get to that later.
Yep.
So today what we're doing is, it's really leftovers. We had company last night, and of course, you know how I make food.
Yeah, work with what you got.
But I mean, I made so much food that my friend said, who else is coming?
Yeah.
So I have so much left over, and this is even just a part of it, chicken. So I just kind of took the chicken off the bone and just broke it up.
Easy enough.
You could also get a a rotisserie chicken if you
Yep.
wanted to. So, you know, or you can make your chicken, whatever. So let's just put this over here because we're
Great.
going to warm that up later. And we're also going to start making the risotto now. And I think a good taste to put in would be bacon because I love bacon.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Yeah, probably some vegetarians.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe, but they probably have
cheat.
fake. No, they don't cheat, but they have fake bacon.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
So, I don't know. We could debate that, but we're going to put some bacon in, and I just have 3 pieces. Now, when you make bacon, again, there's a million ways to do bacon. When I make bacon, I start in a cold pan. It's one of the few things that I start in a cold pan.
Interesting. Why is that?
Because we want to gently get the fat to render out.
Okay.
Okay? And we don't want this blasting, so we're going to keep that.
So almost like with the corn and getting that flavor into it, you want the grease from the bacon because that
Right.
gives,
I want the bacon
cook
fat.
that into it. Okay.
Right. And
Got
we're
it.
going to use it, and we're going to use a little olive oil with it. So when you make risotto, this is how you do it.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to have some kind of fat in the
Yep.
pan.
Your base.
And then you're going to take your onions, or in today we're going to use a shallot.
Yep.
Which is, this is what a shallot looks like.
Yep.
And it's kind of milder, I would say.
Yeah. Not as
You know.
not as sweet.
And we're gonna cut the shallot. So you're gonna
Okay.
treat it the same way you treat an onion.
Great.
All right? Do you want to do it, or you
Yeah,
want me
no,
to do it?
I'll go ahead.
Okay. So because you have to look this way.
Great.
Because we're doing it for TV.
Okay.
But I use a small knife when I'm doing the shallots.
Okay. And you like it chopped into like fine
Yeah.
pieces?
So yeah.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is cut it
Yeah.
in half, right? We have to take the skin off.
Yep. All right. Great.
See what you're made of,
I'm
Robert.
all over it.
Let's
here.
see how you do.
Okay.
And I, of course, already prepared it, but I want everyone to see how I did 3 large shallots.
So I do.
Oh.
So we're gonna do I call it a grid, an onion grid.
Oh, you do a different way than I do.
So that,
Okay.
turn it over.
Then let's move that so people can see what you're doing.
And this way we get nice, finely chopped pieces of our shallot here, and then we'll cut it up a little more. We want
Okay.
these to be small.
Okay, let me show you what I do.
Okay. Let's see.
Here. So, yeah,
So,
yeah, that worked.
Yeah, we got nice finely cut pieces of our shallot here.
You're very proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I've been around the block.
So, okay, so what we're gonna do, I'll take the skin off here. And so what I do, and normally there would be a root holding it together, which I cut off. And I go this way,
Okay.
this way long, right?
Yep.
And then I hold it and I go this way,
Oh, interesting.
this way, and then I'm gonna go this way,
Got it.
okay?
Yep. Same destination, different route.
Yeah, so mine are better.
Yeah.
So just chop those up fine,
Yeah,
please.
I got it.
Okay? I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. So, okay, you know what I need? I need a fork to deal with the bacon. Here we go. So remember, folks, this is just like, I'm not a chef, I'm a home cook. This is home cooking at its best, all right? I'd like to think. Well, that was kind of full. I was very full of myself to say that. But anyway, it's home cooking, right? I mean, like, it's just fun, and you're going to feed your family, and you're going to feed your friends, and people are going to be happy because you're giving them good food. I mean, what's the better thing to do in the world? I can't think of a thing. So, okay. Do you like your bacon crispy?
Yeah. You know, I mean, I think for this dish that would be good. Give it a little, add some texture to it.
Okay. And now we're going to also put in, we talked about putting roasted red peppers.
Yes.
But I don't have any, so we're
Once
gonna
again,
use.
work with what you got.
Yeah, we do. So we're gonna use these piquillo peppers. They're Spanish pepper. They're a little sweet. They're good.
Yeah,
they're
they're
good.
delicious.
And I want to show everyone this gadget.
I don't think I've seen this.
Okay, this gadget, my friend Maureen gave it to me,
Yeah.
and she gives it to all of us when we become a certain age because she can't open the things. But it's brilliant because what it does is, let me do it here. It,
Okay, there you go.
watch this.
There goes the pressure. That is actually a phenomenal invention.
Wow. And I don't make money from it. I don't know who manufactures it. Find my friend Maureen, she'll get you one. Just act like you can't open something and she will get you one. In fact, I think she gave me two. And I gifted one to someone else who was like very impressed with it. With her permission, she was here.
Yeah, of course.
So,
the gatekeeper, if you will.
yeah. But, so anyway, it's a great thing. So let's get some of these out.
Great.
And we're just gonna chop them. I don't want it to be like the overwhelming taste. I think that's good. Just chop them into small dice, okay?
Yeah, got it.
And we'll do that. Let's check on the bacon, shall we? I will. So, what I do with the fork? Oh, here it is. So, here we go. I'm gonna raise the heat a little because, in the interest of time. And what's happening on the bottom, and I'm gonna show you the pan, there's getting some browning on the bottom, and that will add to the flavor that's going to go into the risotto.
Hey, Mom, what do you think? Is this good, or do you want this little finer? Or?
No, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I don't want to, yeah, because, you know, then it'll disintegrate.
Yeah,
So
no,
you can
perfect.
wash your hands if you want.
Great.
I mean, yeah, I find that you have to keep your hands clean when I'm
Oh yeah.
when I'm cooking because I can't stand it. So, all right.
Smells good.
Smells good. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little break while the bacon cooks.
Great.
So, and then we'll come back.
Sounds good.
All right? See you in a few. Okay, so while you've been away, we had a dance party.
Yep.
It was fabulous. I was really good.
We're pretty good at it.
We're good.
A
So,
lot of
but the
practice.
bacon is done, and I'm going to take it out,
Yep.
and we're going to drain it. Oops. And then we're going to chop that up later, okay? So there's the bacon. This is 2 cups of arborio rice. I measured
Okay.
it before.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we still have the bacon fat in there. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add a little olive oil. That's enough.
Yep. Nice little coat.
And then I'm going to add the shallots.
Great.
And I want that low. I don't want them to brown.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to let them soften a bit.
Yeah.
Okay? And you'll see, oops, you have to monitor your broth. So we're going to be adding the broth in increments. And once we start doing it, it's going to be 20 minutes.
Yeah.
22, depending, you're going to taste it, okay?
Sure.
And Robert, while we're talking, can you please get the salt?
Absolutely.
Because I forgot to take it out. Did you forget where we keep the salt?
You were pointing at the window. I was like, I don't see any salt over there.
So, okay, they're getting nice and soft. And now this is part of your technique, okay? So now we have these nice and soft, beautiful.
Yeah, looks great.
When we get the camera installed in the ceiling, which we're doing next. No, we're not.
The chef cam.
Chef cam, but you could see there's the brown on the bottom. I don't know if you could get that shot, but we'll try.
Yeah.
All right.
But I can see what you mean there.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep that there, and now this is the key. We're gonna put our rice in, and we're gonna coat it with the fat.
Okay.
All right?
Yep. I'm with you.
So there it goes. Oh, and I forgot an ingredient that I don't have prepared. Uh-oh. It's okay. I'll get it. So now, if you don't mind stirring that
gotcha. Yep.
to coat the rice, I am going to run out of the shot and get the next ingredient that I forgot to get, and that's white wine. Hopefully we have some.
Okay, I can see what you mean. The rice is mixing in quite nicely. Smells delicious.
Here we go. I have the white wine. So now what we're going to do, once that's nice and coated, is we're going to add white wine and we're going to deglaze the bottom. And that means we're going to use the liquid, and that's going to take the little bits on the bottom of the pan and it's going to raise them up.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
That's called fond, F-O-N-D, but you don't need to know any of that. It's just...
All semantics.
Okay, so now we're going to put this, and I'm going to put... Now, normally when you add alcohol to a pan, it can ignite, but wine doesn't have a high alcohol content.
Okay.
If you put brandy or cognac,
Yep.
eyebrows gone.
Gotta be careful.
So, okay, so that's about
Probably
half cup,
I was gonna say
3/4 of a cup, I don't know.
And so you'll stir it around now.
Now stir it around, and you want to
Actually,
see,
get the bottom of the pan.
do you
out. It's
see?
coming up.
So the
Yep.
brown is coming up. So putting the liquid in, and that's a good little trick, even if you're cooking and you get stuff on the bottom and you want to clean your pan.
Yeah.
Put it on the stove, get it hot, and put some liquid, and everything comes right off.
Sure.
Okay, so, all right, beauty. Okay, so now let's get that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this looks good. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the timer. All right, and we're gonna stir. Give me a sprinkle of salt, please,
Yeah.
because notice I didn't add salt, but the bacon fat's gonna be a little bit salt, have some salt in it.
Yep.
Okay, so now this is the next thing you're gonna do. So you have this going. We're gonna wait and let that kind of evaporate.
Okay.
Okay? So let's put the timer on, kitchen timer, 22. But we may not need the full 22, okay? See how it's getting dry now?
Yep.
It's becoming absorbed, and you don't want to rush this. This is where patience comes into play, and as you know, I am such a patient woman. So this is like really me working on things in the world. This is just some chicken broth. It's not full strength because I don't want it to taste
Sure.
too much. So for every cup of arborio rice, I would say have 4 cups of liquid.
Okay.
You may or may not need it all.
Sure.
Okay, so here we go. Let's put a couple of ladles in.
Okay.
And now you're going to stir it.
Great.
Okay? There we go. Going to lower the heat. Keep it on low. Beautiful. And we're going to keep doing that. But in the meantime, while you're doing that, or actually I'll stir, if you don't mind just chopping up the bacon, that'd be good.
Absolutely.
All right? Not real small, but we could do this. So Robert, what would you say your favorite thing to cook is?
I would say, well, my favorite tasting thing that I like to make is probably your pesto. Can't go wrong with that. But I would say, your classic red sauce, and more just for the process. I like to throw on music, maybe have some TV in the background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. And what do you think is your most challenging thing that you make?
Most challenging thing that I make.
Or have you not stretched?
I haven't stretched recently. I would say the most challenging thing would be kind of what we're doing today, where I don't actually buy ingredients
Right.
to make, where I say, oh, okay, I can make a little bit of a cream sauce here, I have this left over. So I think that's where I've kind of started to expand into. And I've made some great stuff and some other stuff that I'm like, I gotta do that differently next time.
You know what? Sometimes things don't come out right. And guess what? You need to have somebody in your kitchen with you or who you're feeding who is just so grateful. So you could feed it to Dad because he just loves everything I make, which is hilarious, and I really do appreciate it. But like sometimes I'll say, oh, this isn't good. And he's like, oh no, I think it's great. So that's who you need to feed.
Yep.
Right? But then you can get like an altered sense of self. So you got to watch out for that too. Okay, so
And what do you think? For bacon, is this good, or would you say a little finer? Or?
let me see. Yeah, no, that looks good.
Okay.
See if you, yeah.
Great.
Okay. So now look at this, Robert. That second that went in.
Yep.
And I don't know, I'm going to try and give you a shot because I want folks to see what the consistency is. Now that was very liquidy. I'm going to do this so I don't kill myself. And now see, I'm going to take it slow so you can see that. See how all that liquid is absorbed, and it looks creamy, right?
Yeah.
And we're just starting.
It's starting to come out, yeah.
So that's that. Okay, so let's put another ladle. Let's do 2. I'll do 1.5 ladles. And we're going to stir it. Now, most recipes that you see for risotto will have you putting the additions right into the risotto.
Okay.
I find that it's just easier if I put my flavorings in a different pan. I find it to be much easier and foolproof.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sure that somebody will tell me that's not proper technique, but I don't care because I'm a home cook.
Exactly.
And this is my kitchen.
Yeah. Do what works for you.
Do what works for you, Quincy. So, anyway, so we're going to keep doing this. And we have 17 more minutes, so we're going to maybe have another dance party.
Yeah, I'll never turn down a dance party.
So,
That's for sure.
and then we'll come back when we have about 3-4 minutes to go. Okay? We'll be stirring. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're down to 5 more minutes on the risotto. We've
Yep.
been diligently stirring and adding stock.
It's starting to look good.
And one of the things, again, we always want the stock to be warm or hot, actually. It's right below a simmer, because if you put cold in, it will stop the cooking
Yep.
of the rice. It won't work either. Okay, so while I'm finishing this up, let's each take a little taste to see how the rice is. You want it to be al dente, you know, a little. You don't want the rice to be mushy. So we're gonna have 5 more minutes.
Yeah. It's about right.
It tastes good with the shallots.
Yeah, and you can tell.
Oh.
You can tell that it's
I
shallots
haven't
instead of
used
onions.
shallots in a long time. I really like them.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the
Good.
flavor.
Do you think I planned this out? No, this is all an accident. So. Okay. So Robert, if you would just please, just put a little olive oil, just a little, and we're just gonna warm through the chicken.
All right, great.
And we also have been tasting it for salt. We put a little salt in. Taste your food as you go along. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just coat the pan.
Mm-hmm. You don't even have to cut it once you put the chicken in. Just
Yep.
throw it in.
Dump the chicken in here.
You want something to stir it with?
Yeah, please.
No.
I'll use my hands.
Yeah.
You want the peppers as well?
Yeah.
Great.
I got it. And I always say to people, use these the bench scraper to pick up stuff. It's really handy. And it's so funny because I had a bench scraper that I don't know what I did to it, but it was warped. And I kept using it, and it was ridiculous. I mean, the thing costs about $3.80 to buy.
Yeah.
And I just was not buying one, which finally I was like, I deserve a new bench scraper. I am worth it. Darn it. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do one more addition. Oh, yeah, baby, look at that. Wouldn't you swear that there was cream in there?
Yeah, it's unbelievable, that type of rice.
Okay. We're gonna have some leftover stock. I don't think I need it all. And this is our last addition.
And I've just got the chicken and the peppers mixed together, a little bit of olive oil, and we're just heating it up.
Yeah, you want some pepper on that? What do you think, some black
Yeah.
pepper?
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Here it is.
Thank you.
And again, this is another trick. Again, my friend Maureen, she's like a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
You take this so then all the pepper that drips out of your pepper mill doesn't get all over your cabinet. Brilliant. Right?
Incredible.
Incredible. Brilliant. So, okay, so here we go. Look at that. I'm going to have to show the camera because we are just about done. I'm going to check. I'm going to try. I'll take this side of the.
Good.
That's good.
Okay. And
Okay.
I think we're about. Yeah, this is warm.
Yeah, it'll get warm in there. Let me just show the camera. See? See how gorgeous that is? Okay, so now here's the end. This is what you need to. Oops, I almost set the kitchen on fire. Oh well. So now this is a step that you can't leave out.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're going to put butter in.
Okay.
And we're
Butter
not
much,
just
you
putting
say?
butter in, we're putting in 2 tablespoons
Okay.
or so, okay? And what you're gonna do is take 1 tablespoon and then you're gonna really mix it around.
Okay.
And it's gonna make it, it's gonna emulsify, the fat is gonna emulsify.
And what does emulsify mean? I'm a numbers guy.
The fat is going to bind with the starch.
Okay, gotcha.
And make it creamy.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 1.
Yep, you can kind of already see it.
Yeah, right? I mean, it really gets beautiful.
Okay.
And then here's the second one.
Okay. Got it.
You
I
do
can
it.
Yep.
But see,
Yep.
look at people. I pushed you. I can do that. If any other guests come on, I promise I won't push you. So, oh, there's our timer. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's almost all dissolved. And then let's put the chicken in.
Yep.
And the peppers,
Here, I'll
please.
hand this back over to you.
All right. Just bring the whole pan over.
Yeah, this smells good. And we'll just dump it all in?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Get all these peppers smell good.
Okay. So, I mean, this is a good way to treat a leftover, right? I mean,
Yep.
sure, we could just put it on a plate and microwave it, and that would be good too, but this is just lovely. You change it into a totally different, new, fresh dish.
Yep.
Okay. And now, the end, we are going to add a cup of grated, I did Parm and Romano.
Okay.
I like the taste of both of them.
Yep. I
And we're
agree.
going to turn off the heat when we put the cheese in, and that's it.
And you did 50-50 of the
Yeah.
Parmesan, just
Whatever you like.
mix it together? Yep.
Sometimes I put fontina in. I'll grate fontina.
Ooh.
Gorgonzola. When I make a mushroom one, I put gorgonzola in, which tastes amazing.
Yep.
And that's it.
This looks incredible.
Okay. But now, of course, we're going to gild the lily with
Okay.
my special finishing olive oil. That is amazing. And I'm just going to put a little like that.
Yep.
If we really want to be fancy, we can get a little color.
You have to. You have to.
All
Gotta
right,
make it look
little
nice.
parsley.
Quincy's watching, Mom.
Oh, God. And it almost looks Christmassy. As people can
Yeah,
see,
right?
it's Christmas by my little stocking that I'm not going to get very much in that stocking. But anyway, okay, so you and I just, before we show everybody, let's taste it. Let's
Okay.
just take a little piece out.
Great.
And because I want to do the money shot later, so I want to make it nice. But here's a fork.
Okay.
Taste it. Tell me what you think. Is it hot? It should be.
That's a winner.
It's good.
Delicious.
please promise me.
Let
Everyone,
me just try again, though, just make sure.
make sure. Hold the plate, please. Thanks. Everyone must promise me that they're going to try a risotto. And then I want you to do me a favor and let me know. I'll put up my email address that people can give me their messages with, tell me how they did. So,
Came out great.
okay. So thank you so much for coming into the frying pan with me.
Thank you.
And I'm so
Always a
glad
pleasure.
you learned to make the risotto.
Yep.
And I think you'll make it for me next time.
Absolutely.
So thanks so much, Quincy. Come back again. We'll have other guests. I'm starting to think about other dishes I want to make for you, and just really appreciate you coming into my kitchen and coming into the frying pan.
Yeah, this is great. Thanks for having me.